So I kind of wanted to make another follow-up video of the iPhone 13, and in my opinion, I mean, there's some things about the iPhone 13 that does not make any sense right now. I think maybe throughout time it'll get a little bit clearer, but there are some things with the iPhone 13 after using it for a couple of months that just kind of weird me out. Now the first thing being, and this is the most important thing, the other thing I'm going to bring up is kind of like, could be a little bit, debatable, but with the iPhone 13, even now on iOS 15.2 and probably even the next couple of iOS updates, the iPhone 13's RAM management isn't that great, and it is kind of worse than a lot of other iPhones that I've been comparing it to. So I made a video a couple of weeks ago complaining about the iPhone 13's RAM, but I even just did a speed test about the iPhone 13 versus the iPhone SE second generation. Both are on iOS 15. They're both obviously not experienced any slowdown or anything like that, and the RAM management on the iPhone SE second generation is better than the iPhone 13's RAM management. More apps closed on the background of the iPhone 13 than on the iPhone SE second generation. Now, when you combine that with the fact that I also saw the same thing with the iPhone 13 versus the iPhone 12 and the iPhone 13 versus the iPhone 11, that really puts this iPhone in a really weird position. I don't think this is a hardware defect. I think this is more of a software issue. I think Apple really needs to go ahead and fix the RAM on this iPhone. The issue that I have with, and some people kind of say, oh, well, and sometimes I even think to myself, well, it's a new iPhone, some things can happen and it's probably going to get fixed throughout time. But my thing is that I just bought this iPhone, like we spend so much money on these devices as consumers. And for some reason, if they're not better than our previous generation in every single area, then what is the point of even spending the money? I saw this for a long period of time with battery life, an Apple, an iPhone, or an LG or OnePlus, device or Samsung would come out and it would have a smaller battery than its previous generation. And I would feel a way about it because you were spending more money to get a better device. And in this specific situation, I don't really understand this RAM management thing. I think it may get fixed throughout time, but it's still not fixed now, and the iPhone 13 has been out for a couple of months, so I would be curious to see what Apple does in that specific situation. Now, another thing that doesn't really make too much sense to me, and maybe it's my fault, is actually with the scratching of the screen on the iPhone 13s. So I made some follow-up videos, and one of them actually did pretty well about the iPhone 13 and pretty much how it looks like after I've been using it for a couple of months, and the iPhone 13 that I have is getting scratched up quite a bit. Now I don't really know why this is happening because it typically doesn't even leave my room too often. Sometimes I do put it, face down on a table, that may scratch it. But I looked at the other iPhones that I also own, the iPhone 12 that I own, the iPhone 11 that I own, that I use the exact same way as the iPhone 13, basically made videos for my second channel, and those phones are in better condition than my brand new iPhone 13 that's like a couple months old. And I'm not really doing anything too different from the iPhone 13 than the iPhone 12. Now I've looked at a couple drop tests and it could potentially be that the iPhone 13 is more stronger, maybe the panels are more durable, but maybe they're not as scratch proof or scratch resistant as something like the iPhone 12 or 11. All iPhones are going to scratch, it's not going to be resistant completely, but it seems like these iPhone screens may be more durable, but it seems like they get scratched up a little bit faster. So that's another thing that doesn't really make too much sense to me either, but those are the two main things. The RAM management thing is crazy. I'd love to hear your guys' opinion on this. Maybe am I crazy? Or do I have a point? I'd love to hear your opinion on it. Hit the like button if you guys enjoyed the video, but definitely hit that subscribe button. More importantly than everything else, I love every single one of you guys. Hopefully I'll catch you guys in the next video. Peace out till then.